What's going on, wonderful people? I love you so much. I just want to start this video by saying that the community we've built lately has been phenomenal. All the new people, all the old people, all the in-between people, the guys, the girls. It's been so freaking fun. You guys are so great. The Discord is an amazing positive space. These videos have created such good camaraderie, and SwitchForce is just, it's the best it's ever been. And I owe it to you guys. But today we've got something really exciting. It's raining in the game, and it's also raining new info from a massive Animal Crossing New Horizons data mine. Now, I want to let you know, as Hopper holds up his umbrella, you can put up your umbrella and don't have to watch this. These are not leaks, confirmed leaks per se, but they most likely will be in the game. So you're about to hear and find out about a lot of stuff that is coming to Animal Crossing New Horizons soon, and there are some massive new features. Like, we're talking like boom, like megaton big stuff that's coming to the game that will fundamentally change how you play and experience this incredible title. So if you don't want to hear it, I understand, you can click off, but if you're interested and intrigued, I'm not like going to show it to you because it's not in the game yet. We're just going to talk about it, and I'm going to show you like what is coming based on the data mine, which is basically where they go into the code of the game and they learn about what is there and what is probably being added in new updates. And because Earth Day is this week and we were promised a late April update, some of this stuff honestly could see the light of day in just a couple of days. I don't really see anything lovely in the fitting room today that I don't have already. I usually like to buy something. I think I'll buy one of these. Oh, look at these fancy freaking flashy jackets. I also like the comedian outfits a lot. I have the I have the red. I'm gonna grab the orange. I've got a good orange fleece story to tell you guys someday. But anyhow, what's going on, everybody? If you're still here, welcome to the video. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button if you enjoy Animal Crossing and are excited to find out big new things coming to the game. Let me know in the comments down below which of these sounds the most awesome to you, which one you're most excited for before we roll into the list. Goodbye, Mabel. I love you. This comes from Twitter user Ninji, who has been reliably reporting on Animal Crossing New Horizons data mines. He found stuff like the rules and regulations for how to get the Nook's Cranny upgrade. Rocket is trying to interrupt our flow. Hello, Rocket. Rocket's like an original villager, but honestly, if I was gonna dump anybody, I know this sounds horrible and sad because Rocket's been here since day one, it would probably be Rocket. But thanks to the reaction, Rocket. Let's get into the goodies here. All right, this is huge. This is so cool and so huge. Is it crazy to start on this beat? I just really like this song. Rocket taught us this this reaction and this song. Anyhow, let's get out of this. We don't need this. But what we do need is to talk about Ninja here. I've not posted much about this, but I think it's a good time to share some secrets about unreleased features in Animal Crossing that game code hints at. Some of this might make it into the Earth Day update. Some might change before release. Earth Day is Wednesday, April 22nd, and the update is probably going to happen on Tuesday or Wednesday, so get your freaking big boy and big girl pants on. Your mind is about to be blown. Y'all ready for this? Museum. There's entries for 2 extra museum upgrades. All 3 levels after the tent seem to contain an art section. There also seems to be 2 standalone buildings, the museum shop and the museum cafe, which incorporates a gyroid section already, right there. Boom! We're talking about all this. Museum. We've known that the museum is probably going to expand. Why? We've seen in-game references to Red and to Brewster, and we know there's an upper floor of the museum that's got nothing going on. It just makes sense. Red also, though, according to Ninja, appears to have a ship which will dock on the secret beach at the north of the island. That particular acre is called blah blah internally, Red's Japanese name. The fake art mechanic is coming back, but I don't know more details. Now, I can't read Japanese, but it's listed obviously in the code in Japanese, and they're saying that Red will be back and he'll be docking on a secret beach at the north of the island. So before we go any further, let's touch on that. Museum that's going to have a museum shop, museum cafe, all of them reference art, so it seems like the museum is getting substantial expansion. I don't know if this will happen during Earth Day, because Earth Day seems like it's going to be bringing in Leaf, and I don't know if they want to bring in Leaf, and they want to bring in Red, and they want to bring in Brewster all at the same time. They may happen over time. But the north side of the beach, we're talking this part of the island, Red could be docking his ship. Now, will it be a permanent dock spot, a once a week spot? I don't really know. It sounds like the cafe and the shop and the museum, though, will obviously be permanent. You can't make those go away 6 out of 7 days. And then we're getting a visitor at the north side of the island, which I think is so freaking cool. Moving along, this one's big. Fauna. Bushes are coming back. Azalea, hibiscus, holly, hydrangea, camellia, osmanthus. Those might change. The list actually changed between 1.0.0 and 1.1.4. Vegetables that you can grow and pick. Tomato, wheat, sugarcane, potato, carrot, pumpkin. Massive. I think this could be what's coming for the Earth Day update. We know that Leaf loves his flowers and bushes, so it makes sense that fauna and bushes would be tied into whatever Leaf is bringing for Earth Day. And then veggies that you can grow ties into a bigger category of making food. 1.0.0 has a file for a seafood critterpedia page that's supposed to contain 33 items. The only one actually in the release game is the Manila clan. One seafood, and there's supposedly 33. So a lot more fishies and a lot more crustaceans that we can use for what? Are they just things that you can catch and capture, or will they, like the Manila clan, be used as bait or other different creations? There's a third Nook's Cranny reference, but no details on features or upgrade requirements. We've got the first Nook's Cranny, and then the second update that Ninja actually helped sort of uncover the details about, in terms of you have to have it for X number of days and spend X number of bells there and have Mabel show up, and then we know that that's what allows you to upgrade, the option to upgrade Nook's Cranny once more. Now, before we go any further, I do want to point out that data mines are digging directly into the codes. This isn't supposition. These are things that are there. It's not just like a normal rumor that's like, oh, I heard, or this source told me. They're in the code. Does it mean that they'll all be realized? Does it mean that we know exactly how they're going to be realized? Does it mean that plans haven't changed? No. Some of this stuff might happen. Some of this stuff might not happen. There's no guarantees. But it's pretty freaking cool stuff, and I'm pretty confident in saying that some of it or most of it will come to the game, if not all of it. So we're talking big additions, things that people have wanted. This is monstrous in the best way possible, and I love that they're adding so many different facets. Not just like, hey, a new DIY recipe. It's like features, characters, gameplay, new critters. Like, I'm speechless. Another massive one. This is just so huge. It just keeps coming. Diving will allow you to obtain fish, a different set from fishing, and seaweed. There's a portion of the save file reserved to store them already. I'm not sure how or if this ties into the seafood critterpedia page. Not enough info yet. Diving deep into these waters. So we're talking not just adding things to the surface. We're not talking just adding buildings, adding different things that we can catch. We're talking a whole new mechanic where you can dive below the surface into an underwater area. So this is going to look beautiful and be a brand new way for you to explore Animal Crossing beneath the surface of the water. We are on an island, and sometimes it feels like we're kind of limited by the fact that we can't push beyond the beach perimeter. We can fish, but we can't go beyond. But what if now we can go beyond? It's not an alien per se, but it will allow us to journey into an unknown section of our island, and that to me is one of the biggest things that this talks about. The fact that there might be diving in the game, or rather, will be diving in the game, is going to be incredible. Throw on a snorkel and head below. What all are we going to find? Can we do cooperative diving? I love that they're expanding the game in so many ways. Unused shopping interfaces, gardening, museum, real estate gallery. These might not be full-fledged shops. This particular system includes Nook Miles redemption, bridge slope type purchases, and Kick's shoes, for example. So it's a category within the files of the game, the code of the game, and it's gardening, museum, real estate, and gallery, but they're part of the same category as some things that are more like purchasable things, or things that you can acquire, you know, like the bridges, the miles, things of that sort. So I'm not 100% sure what that could be relating to, but obviously it's something to do with gardening and plants, something to do with the museum, possibly the shop, whatever's being sold there, real estate, and gallery, which I assume is art gallery. A few more loose ends which I don't have enough info to draw a conclusion on. The code that pops up, a select an item box to gift a villager, to sell, to swap a fish out, has a red option. Will you be able to give red stuff? That would be cool. There's a function that stores a play report with 3 variants: get recipe, DIY, get recipe clothing, get recipe cooking. Only the DIY one is actually ever used, so the other 2 might be in the plans. Ninja not 100% sure what those refer to. Some mentions of stuff in this thread have been removed. For example, the list mentioning flower, bush, and vegetable names has been modified to a more truncated and code-like word. It says that they're supposedly trying to be more careful here. As you can see, they took Red's shop name from his full name, shop, to T-shop. And it says T-shop is in what seems to be a list of doors that buildings can have. Since 1.1, they've added W Office as well, which isn't actually used yet, but might be something they're working on. I'm guessing they caught on and started censoring these. That's why they're more limited in their title and not fully like just like it's a museum shop, as some of the code does initiate. That's about all I've found so far, except for one more thing. There's a list of types for items where every type is used in the game except for art and dishes. Art and dishes. This is what I was referencing earlier about food. Now, we've got a seafood category and a dishes category. And even though the seafood category is tied to the Critterpedia, the fact that there's dishes makes me believe that these are going to be connected. And I don't know if we'll be making dishes to eat, or just to serve, or just to display. But imagine if you could collect certain types of critters and fish, seafood, and then concoct them into dishes, maybe even with some of the gardening things, the things that you're building and buying. Hans is in here buying stuff, but I want to buy bushes. this to me is going to be massive, and this isn't everything they're planning, obviously. They've got events throughout the year, as Hans really looks at that rice cooker intently. I like this heart cabinet. It's kind of cute. How much is this, buddies? How much for the cute wardrobe? It is 7,300 bells. I'm going to buy this. I think it's kind of neat. I don't know if I'll actually use it in my house or gift it to a friend, but I haven't seen it before, and I like it. Thank you. We'll redeem our mileage here. Appreciate you. Claim that mile. I also hope that there's something added for more that you can do with Nook Miles if you've already, filled out your villager crew and you don't really need any more of the special goods. Anyhow, back on what they actually have data mined. Massive stuff. Which ones are your favorites? My favorite has to be diving. I think that's awesome because it's a totally new mechanic. And then, dude, even though we've kind of known about it based on the in-game hints, more confirmation for Red and Brewster is incredible. More good stuff from those faces back in this world would be awesome. And it sounds like Leaf is going to be bringing bushes and even like growable plants and veggies to the game. That stuff should hit this week. What else will hit this week? I don't know. Will Red come with Leaf since he's been teased so aggressively? Will they use this update to bring in so much since they did say new features coming in late April? I'm not quite sure. There also are some quality of life improvements coming to the game that Ninja doesn't know anything about. He said those aren't really in the files, so we could finally see bulk crafting or something of the sort. We talked about that earlier this week in like the updates you guys want most. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check it out. But if they are able to bring Leaf and like plants, bushes, and they are able to bring quality of life and maybe like one more of the features we talked about, like diving, 3 stars! 3 freaking stars! I finally got 3 stars, man! Oh, dude, sorry. I'm so sorry. I was just gonna check this because it's like out of habit. 3 stars, baby! KK Slider is coming to the island. I know I'm so behind the 8 ball. I've been so busy making videos and checking out other islands. I don't really have a lot of time to give TLC to my island, to Peach Reef. But Peach Reef is finally in the big leagues. Terraforming is here. Okay, that's great. But what's even greater is that this update is probably going to hit in a couple days. I'll keep you guys posted, of course, as soon as I know more. Let me know in the comments down below which of these things you're most excited about. Lot to discuss. I mean, Red and Brewster, I'm glossing over because we've talked them so much before, but that's huge. Red pulling up in a ship, a museum shop, coffee shop. Wow. And then diving, seafood, a whole bunch of new opportunities for things to catch, things to harvest. Leaf coming to the game. I mean, it's going to be a massive week one way or the other. I can't wait to see what they actually deliver. Tom Nook is going to call KK. I'm going to deal with that on my own time. But thank you so much for watching. Thanks again for being a part of this awesome community. I appreciate you guys so much. If you want to check out the Discord, link in the description below. The shirts are still available if you want. The limited edition AC-inspired merch. Pretty cool. All profits and proceeds go to pandemic relief, so that's neato as well. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't already, what are you doing? We got so much cool Animal Crossing stuff coming up. You want to subscribe so you know as soon as it drops. I'll have you covered as soon as that update hits with what it's got in it, what you can find, what new you can do, and what awesome fun stuff there is for our new week of Animal Crossing. Now that we've cleared the 1 month mark, this game just keeps on giving. I'm so glad we get to experience it together. So until next time, thank you, Nook and Isabel, for granting me 3 stars. Thank you guys for your support. It means the world to me. I love you a lot. Stay safe and stay healthy out there. Until next time, talk about these features. Let me know what you're excited for in the comments down below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And until next time,